Patrick Mahomes is the most creative quarterback in football. Every snap is a chance for something to happen we have never seen before. No-look throws, cross-body lasers, and deep shots that shouldn't even be possible. The Chiefs' offense is built around this ability, and today we're recreating that system in Madden 26. So let's start with one of the best one-play touchdowns in the game. PAX cross at a single back deuce close, and this play destroys cover 3 for easy walk-in touchdowns. Now to set this up, come out with your post route to the wide side of the field, then take your backside outside receiver and put him on a corner route. Now this play works with a hard play action fake that can help pull the user and linebackers down. Then the streak in the middle holds the deep safety in place while the backside corner route locks down the deep blue defender on that side. This opens up the window for your post to get up over the top, and once he clears that middle safety, you can bomb them for easy one-play touchdowns. Now if the deep shot isn't there, you still got the check down to the running back in the flat or the corner route along the sideline from your solo receiver. So that was one of the 6 plays we are breaking down for you in this Mahomes offense. We'll go through each one step by step, show you the reads against every coverage, and give you the tools to attack man, zone, and blitzes. And then if you want to expand this scheme even further, I've got 10 more plays that fit perfectly with this whole Mahomes offense live right now on Scheme Kings. And remember, this Lamar Jackson offense isn't a one-off. It's part of our full Big 3 scheme in Madden 26 built out of the New York Jets Playbook. You can run it alongside our Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen offenses, combining all 3 into one giant attack. And if you want to check it out, I will link the full playlist down below. Now, Patrick Mahomes has completely changed how modern football is played. Over the past few seasons, he's thrown for over 5,000 yards multiple times, won multiple MVPs, and led the Chiefs to 3 Super Bowl titles, all while making plays that seem physically impossible. Whether it's throwing across his body, launching no-look passes, or extending plays for what feels like an eternity, Mahomes forces defenses to cover every inch of the field, and this offense is built around that improvisation. And then every great offense needs a star play, one call that can capture its identity and consistently win against anything the defense throws its way. And for our offense, that is going to be motion cross post at a bunch X nasty. This play features an auto motion wheel that comes across the field and is almost unguardable against any zone coverage. At the same time, it gives you multiple ways to attack the middle of the field, letting us play just like Mahomes. Now to set this up, come out with your bunch to the wide side of the field, then take the outside receiver on the solo side and put him on a streak, and that is it. All right, so starting out with this motion cross play. Now this always starts with this motion across the field from our outside receiver, and he's just gonna wheel up the sideline. Now against zone coverage, whether it's cover 3 or cover 2, cover 4 can be a little tighter, but right here you're gonna see it's cover 3. Here's their 3 deep players. Here's the flat defender. As soon as this guy wheels up the sideline and gets in behind the flat, the deep blue here is gonna get run off by the streak, and we can basically just back shoulder ball this wheel route up along the sideline for huge gains basically every single time against zone coverage, and that is always going to be your first read, and it is just an absolutely great way to attack. Now when we aren't going to go to this route is something like this. This is a cover 2 where the flat defender is getting super far back under this wheel. Now, instead of waiting until this player clears in behind him, we have this shallow cross coming underneath, and now we can just check it down right there, throw it in front of that safety, drop it in for a big gain. That was 4th and 6. We're able to pick up the first down. Now here's another option. If we look out to the wheel here, this guy was kind of turned his hips. That's why I kind of came off the read. But if we look right here, you pass lead this up along the corner, you could fit that in. Now we could also run this check down right here, but our other option versus zone is going to be this post from our tight end breaking into the middle of the field. This is just going to get in behind these linebackers in the middle. The deep blue defenders are going to get run off, and there's just going to be a huge pocket for this post right here. You can drop this ball in for massive gains. So really, really easy reads against zone coverage. Then we do have a good check down on this play too, just with our running back in the opposite flat. So we could basically go to either this flat or this flat, either one. Here we decide to go to our running back side, drop it down to him in open space, try to make somebody miss. So that's how we attack zone. Now against man coverage, we have a bunch of really good routes on the field as well. Now, one thing you can do with this play, if you know they're calling man, you can actually leave this guy on his crosser that's only if you know they're calling man. If you're not sure if it's man or zone, leave him on his streak. Then this guy's going to motion across the field. He's going to come up. Now, we can go to this wheel route is if they are shaded down, then his man coverage is going to be in trail. Or if when this guy comes across, he gets caught up in the mess right here, and now he can't get back and actually run with his man coverage right here, and this wheel can get wide open down the sideline. So I usually like to look to that wheel right away. If his guy gets caught up, we can look there. Then we have two options attack in the middle of the field. So we either have the shallow cross right here, or we have the deeper post coming into the middle of the field. Can go to either of those as they break over the middle. Here we go to the tight end, and then here we have the shallow cross as well. So three really good options versus man coverage. Shallow cross right there, and this is just one of the best plays you will use in this game. So even though Mahomes is best known for his arm, he's one of the most active quarterbacks in the league when it comes to managing the run game. The Chiefs lean heavily on RPOs and motion that gives Mahomes full control at the line of scrimmage. Over the years, Kansas City has rotated through a stable of running back from power runners to quick dual threats, but each of them brings a physical edge while staying involved in the passing game. Now, the first run we're looking at is motion RPO zone alert in bunch X nasty. Now here, come out with our bunch to the wide side of the field, then take the inside player on the bunch and put him on a streak. Now you're going to get an auto motion across the field, and once the ball is snapped, you've got three options. We have the slant over the middle, the motion player in the flat, or the handoff. It's the perfect way to keep linebackers in constant conflict and let Mahomes dictate every snap. All right, now looking with this RPO, now you're going to notice with this RPO, this is going to be out of that bunch look at same as our motion post play, and this is going to be the same motion across the field. So that's another nice thing with this play. It's going to look identical to our best pass play in the scheme. Then with this RPO right here, we really have three options. Now, if at the snap we see the deep blue defenders dropping back and the linebackers all jump down to play the run, then we just have the slant breaking over the middle, and it's just an easy throw. Linebackers jump down, deep blue defenders stay back, throw it in. Now we have our motion player who's going to go out to the flat. If at the snap we see everybody get caught inside and the flat stays back or stays inside, then just throw this player as he breaks out to the flat, drop it in right there, walk in, touchdown. Here's going to be another one. Watch right here. Flat defender gets caught inside, deep blue defender drops back, throw that flat route right away. This is 1st and 10. Get it out to a playmaker. We turn that into 2nd and inches. Just super easy read. Then the last part of this play is if the linebackers are kind of staying back, we don't like, I mean, we could have went out to this flat too. The flat was open. The user was kind of playing underneath the slant, made my eyes come off of that. So we're just going to hand this ball off to our running back. Nice block right there. And we get upfield, turn that into like a 13-yard run. So really nice RPO right there. The second run we're looking at is motion duo out of single back deuce close. This is a downhill power run that brings that physicality to this offense. The auto motion across the field creates an extra blocker, sealing off the edge and giving you a chance to break off some huge gains on the ground. It's simple, efficient, and plays perfectly off of all the other stuff we are doing in this offense. All right, so motion duo, really like this run because we are going to have this extra blocker coming across the formation. He's just going to come across, turn into another blocker. So now we're going to have two tight ends on this side of the ball, double teams up front, running duo. That's going to be a ton of double teams getting to the second level. We see our tight end just take on this defensive end right here, blow him up, and just open up a huge hole for our running back. Nice spin move inside, turn that into like a 20-yard run on the ground. So a lot of the times we will bounce this run out if the edge is there. But if they overplay to the edge and we're able to seal everybody inside, then we can just put our foot in the ground, get downhill right away, get explosive, make a guy miss in the hole. 13-14 yard game once again. And then one more right here, same thing. We could try to punch it outside, but they're kind of overplaying to the outside. Put our foot in the ground, shoulder down, run with power, turn that into like a 9 to 10 yard gain. So motion duo, very good run play. If you are loving what you've seen so far for this Patrick Mahomes offense, we've got 10 more plays over 5 videos live right now on Scheme Kings to take this whole offense to the next level. These are full in-depth breakdowns with step-by-step adjustments showing you how to attack defenses with deadly deep shots, consistent zone beaters, and ways to destroy man coverage. And all of this ties into the offense we broke down in today's video. Then there is also a full mini scheme to pair with this, plus my Lamar and Josh Allen offenses up on the site to complete this whole big 3 scheme. On top of that, if you're playing College Football 26, we've got full schemes on the site like my Tim Tebow power spread, my Texas Vince Young offense, and my full Georgia Bulldogs defense. And right now we're running our big 3 launch sale, and this is going to run till October 15th. Use code BIG3 at checkout to get 50% off your first month. Then the play action pass game is where Mahomes can really show off his arm talent and use the creativity of the Chiefs offense to its full extent. With constant motion, layered route concepts, and hard play action fakes, they're able to put linebackers and safeties in conflict every snap, opening up deep shots all over the field. So the play action play we're looking at here is motion PA cross choice out of spread double flex. This is an incredible play action call that features an auto motion route that creates natural confusion and opens up multiple options down the field. It's built to attack both man and zone coverage with equal effectiveness. Now to set this up, come out with your auto motion player to the wide side of the field, take your slot receiver on the wide side and put him on a streak, then stem the auto motion route up just 1 notch. All right, so motion PA cross. Now we're going to look at this versus zone first. Now, one thing to keep in mind, definitely always stem this option route up 1. Sometimes I'll even do it 2 notches. Just it lets him get deeper down to the field and to a better area to attack zone coverage. Now, against zone, we have a play action fake. Then what I like to look for is we're going to have multiple crossers coming across the field. So we're going to have a shallow crosser here, deeper post here, and this streak from our slot receiver is going to run all the deep blue defenders off. If the linebackers are playing shallow at all, this post is just going to get to such a nice area of the field in front of the safeties, in behind the linebackers. So that's great. Then we also have the shallow cross. So if we see the linebackers are playing deeper back, kind of getting under this post route, then we have the shallow cross. We can just throw this underneath the linebackers, drop that in right there for a nice gain. Then we have our option route. So this option route is another great option versus now. We see right here, we could easily attack the middle of the field. We see the linebackers are staying kind of shallow. So we could have went to the middle of the field, but my eyes had already come off of it. And we have our option route who's going to sit down versus zone, and the running back goes out to the flat. So now we can just high-load this flat defender. If the flat defender stays under the curl, go to the running back. If he bites down on the running back like he does here, then we have the curl in behind him, sitting down in the zone, and we just drop that in. Then lastly, we have the running back. So if we kind of come all the way across the field, but now we see the flat staying down on the option route. We see it kind of has a deep hook and the linebacker taking away the post. Then we can check it down to the running back, 4th and 5, get it in there for the first down. So that's against zone coverage. Now this can be a really good man beater as well. Now against man, the first place we want to look is to our 2 crossers. The crossers just do a great job. The shallow cross here, post in the middle of the field, can go to either one. Here we just see him absolutely running away from this slot defender, fire it in, absolutely torch man right there, drop it in for a nice gain. We also have the post over the top. Once again, we are going to have this streak here that's going to help hold this safety in the middle of the field. Now our streak or our post will cut in. This guy's in a trail, not able to catch up to our receiver, drop that in, really nice gain against man coverage. Then one other thing is, if you know they are running man coverage, I like to put this outside receiver, instead of on a streak, I like to put him on a whip. Just give us another option underneath. But if you're unsure if it's man or zone, keep him on a streak and then the play will work against either. This option route can be really good, but like I said, that whip, if you know they're running man coverage, throw a whip out there. That'll be another great way to just attack man. A lot of really good options here. Drop that in right there, make a guy miss, nice game. Now our other part, what we can do is this option route is just another really good option versus man. Now against zone, we already looked, he's going to sit down here, but against man, he's going to run a corner route out to the outside. So now we have our shallow cross and our post attack in the middle of the field. Option route comes across the field and runs this little corner route to the outside, throw as he breaks, drop it in along the sideline for a first down. So excellent play, guys. Beats both man and zone super consistently. And Patrick Mahomes has one of the scariest arms in NFL history. He can launch the ball 60 yards on the run and make throws that most quarterbacks wouldn't even attempt. The Chiefs have always designed their offense around this arm strength, and over the years, he's worked with a ton of dangerous weapons, but none more iconic than Tyreek Hill, one of the fastest players in NFL history, and Travis Kelce, one of the greatest tight ends ever who could dominate over the middle of the field and open up space for deep shots. Now, the play we're looking at here is motion corner out of spread double flex. This play features an auto motion route that's unbumpable and attacks the perfect area of the field against both man and zone coverage. It also gives you a strong backside post that can create huge gains if the defense overcommits to the motion side. Now, to set this up, come out with your auto motion route to the wide side of the field, stem it up one notch, then take the slot receiver on the backside and put him on a drag. All right, so motion corner, like I said in the adjustments, make sure you stem this guy up one notch. If you do that, he's going to get basically over all flat defenders unless they set their flat drops at like 25 to 30 yards. This corner route is just going to be amazing. It's not going to get bumped. He's going to get a free release off the line, and he's just going to get up in behind flat defenders. We see, look at this flat defender. He's getting to like 15 yards. Streak's going to run off, and this guy is just going to get dropped. Look at that. Like, he's not playing a hard flat. I'm just able to layer that in over his head because I stemmed that route up. This route can also be really good versus man. Like I said, it's not going to get bumped. He's going to get this free release off the line, break to the outside, get separation from versus man. We can drop that in. Now, the other place we can look to on this play when we want to take a vertical shot, especially if they have a solo single high safety, is going to be this backside post. So what you're going to see versus single high look is this guy's going to motion in, and I want you to watch this safety. Because it's a trips look and we have this streak coming up the field, he's going to take steps to this side. Now our post is going to break into this hole against cover 3. This cornerback's going to be an outside shade. So as soon as this post breaks into the middle of the field, look at the safety. Break his hips and totally go to the wide side of the field, and we can just throw that post as he breaks back in over the middle down inside the 5-yard line. Now, if our deeper options are taken away, we have multiple checkdowns here. Now, we either have the running back in the flat. So if the flat defender on this side is getting back, getting underneath that corner route, then just drop it out to our running back right away. So this is 1st and 10, get it into our running back's hands, make a guy miss. We pick up like 13 yards on that play super easily. Then we also have the backside with this shallow in cut. Now, this can be a good option versus man or zone. If they're taking away all our deeper options, let's say the running back is taken away as well, then we have our shallow little in cut, can beat man, can beat zone in the middle of the field. So there's motion corner, really tough play to stop. Then remember, with what we broke down in today's video, you're going to be able to run an incredible offense. But we do have 10 more plays up right now on Scheme Kings that will take this whole Patrick Mahomes offense to a whole new level. Then if you want a full breakdown of this entire Big 3 offense, where we cover the big picture philosophy, talk about the legends like Josh Allen and Mahomes, and walk through the personnel you want to use to run this scheme, then check out the intro video for this offense right here.